Yeah, but
I don't like, who spends that kind of money on a kid? She was 1 when she took my baby from me. We never spent $20,000 a month on our child, and the credit card was wide open. So what the fuck do you suddenly need that kind of money for? She left me, and she's trying to take my life with her.
But for men at your level, you catching the short end of it with 20 a month.
I'm not paying that. That's what they're trying to get. But she makes $160,000 a
Oh, so
year.
she has a good income.
Isn't she a lawyer?
No,
Right?
she's
Okay.
she's a licensed social worker.
Got it. Okay.
Licensed clinical, LCSW, licensed clinical social worker.
There are men that they
Paying
banging.
more. A lot more. Way more. Yeah.
You don't give a fuck.
What happened?
You don't give a fuck.
We never spent $20,000 on my daughter when we were together. And I had the money.
Yeah, but now
I don't like, who spends that kind of money on a kid? She was 1 when she took my baby from me. We never spent $20,000 a month on our child, and the credit card was wide open. So what the fuck do you suddenly need that kind of money for? She left me, and she's trying to take my life with her.
But for men at your level, you catching the short end of it with 20 a month.
I'm not paying that.
Wagwan guys, what's going on? I hope you're doing well. I cannot complain myself. I've done a few videos on Samantha Lee and Tyrese and the litigations and process that they've been going through with their divorce. And she went on Harley Initiated early on while Tyrese didn't have a platform to go on to speak. And it's been some time since he has responded to her interview with Harley Initiated. Now he's in recent 2 days he's been on Joe Budden podcast, and he had a chance to basically speak his piece and his truth. Not that he went on there exclusively for that, right? He's famous. He does a lot of other things, but he has had a chance to go on a platform other than the Breakfast Club, because he was on the Breakfast Club as well. You got to think about that too. So it was very interesting because it was a smart move by him that he went ahead and got that prenup signed, and she was okay with it. And really conniving, backstabbing, it shows you the double mind in this person, because she's going out on a limb and she's trying to, nullify that agreement, something that she signed off on. And hey, they got a prenup, and she's trying to get him for over $20K a month. That's really devastating. He even made the argument about, she wasn't on all these flights that he had to catch. She wasn't on none of those flights. And plus he has paperwork with her signature on it saying that she's okay. And they had an agreement on this. And that's really deceptive. And to have Joe Budden have Tyrese on his podcast, and he finally get a chance to speak this to where people can kind of, understand it, just regular terms, let him kind of talk. It shows you really, and who's at fault here? He doesn't have full custody. He doesn't want full custody of his child. He wants the mother to be a part of their life, right? But this is the at fault that we have to deal with. At the end of the day, 20K, that is lunacy. You're asking for 20K a month. I don't care how much this man makes. And he made the argument also that they didn't even spend $20,000 a month when they were together, and they had a credit card. And, you have Samantha Lee, she's making some more videos, and she's trying to give relationship and dating advice. And it just, it's conflicting interests. It's a cognitive dissonance with just that entire situation. And she's obviously, she's making content, which, okay, I get it. I understand she's speaking her truth. But at the end of the day, you just went on Harley Initiated, which I do not understand. And you're begging back for Tyrese, basically saying how you made a mistake and you did all this, but you're still hitting this man over the head with litigations that he had to go through. He's paying money out of pocket for that. Let's not talk about the heartache. And then now that he has another woman, right? Now you're trying to somewhat finagle your way back into that relationship. This is real talk. And at the end of the day, everybody's eyes is going to be on Tyrese because what? You married this woman. You put a baby in this woman. And you're getting all this backlash and you're looking at everybody else, but you wasn't looking at everybody else when you was laying down with this woman, getting into relationships and marriage with this woman. You have to really vet somebody. And I do understand the backlash. I completely understand the backlash, you know, but you know, you got everything checked off. You got all your I's, all your T's. You did the litigations. You can't keep running into a wall and then looking at everybody like you didn't know it was there. At a point and period in time, people are going to hold you accountable for the dumb stuff you do. And people are going to look at you like, hey, man, are you all right? They're going to know something's wrong with you. Your equilibrium is off. You know what I'm saying? You're nearsighted, farsighted. Something's wrong with you. Normal people don't do that. But that's just, you know, hey, I think he had 2 failed marriages, and he's looking to get remarried. Man, dude, you know, some people you just have to kind of watch. And he has a point. Who is to say that he cannot be happy? You know what I'm saying? It's like you running into a bunch of people that's like getting, you know, con artists who's trying to do a money grab on you. And then you're supposed to be held responsible. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you're happy. That's an unalienable right. He has a right to his happiness. His pursuit of happiness, right? He has a right to that. Peace, guys. I'm out.